So a hoax investigator is pew-pewed down on the NY highway while he's probing a high-stakes kidnapping involving SANDF members. Almost 2 years later, 12 people have been arrested, believed to be SANDF members as well, including two who were caught at the airport. This is the case of Colonel Franz Matipa. So at the Randbeck Magistrates Court yesterday, 12 accused, we saw 12 accused that were linked to the South African National Defence Force, SANDF. They appeared on these charges, the following charges: murder, kidnapping, theft of a motor vehicle, and obstructing justice. Those were the four things that they were charged with. The case connects directly to the August 2023 murder of Lieutenant Colonel Francis Matipa, a hoax investigator ambushed while driving on the N1 near Hammanskraal. The accused include two who were arrested at OR Tambo and Centurion Airport, while 10 more handed themselves in. The next court appearance is set for bail next week. Bail applications next week. So that is what we will see. So they appeared yesterday, but next week they will appear for their bail. They were arrested Sunday. So who was Francis Matipa? Lieutenant Colonel Franz Matipa wasn't just any officer. He was a seasoned investigator with the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, what we know as AMAHOGS. At the time of the assassination, he was leading a sensitive investigation into a December 2022 kidnapping involving foreign nationals at the Mall of Africa. Yay, I've heard of that mall. A lot of people have been talking about how dangerous that mall is, that a lot of kidnappings happen there. But what is shocking is that SANDF members are found wanting in the midst of all of this. Hey. It's getting trickier and heavier. I don't know what you see, but this is what I'm seeing. So that investigation from that incident that happened in December 2023, it is now believed to have implicated SANDF members and might explain why he became the target. So now let us talk about the kidnapping connection. In December 2022, two foreign nationals were abducted from the Mall of Africa. It was a daylight kidnapping that screamed organized crime. Lieutenant Colonel Matipa was tracking that case when in August now, 2023, almost a year into this, while he was investigating this case, he was ambushed and fatally shot at the N1. So now it is alleged that the sources say that the SANDF members that were arrested this week were already under the radar for the involvement of the kidnapping. Now, the murder of the hoax officer has been tied directly to a military-linked hit squad. This is concerning. It is concerning. We always hear about kidnappings, and it's the ones that we hear. We know that women are targeted, children are targeted. But now when the SANDF is involved, people who are supposed to protect the country, they are also involved in the kidnappings. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So this case is actually bigger than it looks. And I want us to wear our spectacles and look at this. So there are 12 soldiers in this whole thing, a national security breach, a hit on the hoax officer while he was doing his job. Arrest only came 2 years later. People. Something happened in December. While someone was investigating, they are unalived. And it takes almost 2 years to arrest these people. They actually caught two, and the other two came in after. I'm sure they were under pressure. and they knew maybe these two will out them. I don't know, but this is what we know. So here's the wild part, is that they almost got away with it. Because if you find someone and they're already about to go in a plane, and this other one was found at the OR Tambo airport and the other one was at Centurion airport, they almost got away with it. It took nearly 24 months investigation to tie these men to the scene, and the arrest only happened the past week. It's 2025. It happened in 2022, December. Someone was investigating in August, and 2 years later, 2025, June, that's only now the arrest was made. I don't know. Maybe some people would say that it was quick. Some people would say it took time, but we are glad that someone will be held accountable. So let us look inside the arrests now. Let's look inside them. The Hawks Pounds, 2 soldiers were caught at the airport, like I said, at OR Tambo Centurion. They were likely trying to flee. And 10 others surrendered under pressure. And 12 now face murder and conspiracy charges and could be looking at life imprisonment. So why does it matter? You might be asking yourself, why do I care? I'm not a soldier. I'm just a South African citizen. You should care, because this is a direct attack on the justice system. Our justice system is under attack. Colonel Matiba was murdered in cold blood, not for personal beef, but for doing his job. That's why he was unalived. It's because he was doing his job. So it matters. It matters a lot. So this case, it exposes a lot of things. How the state institutions, was tongue-tied there. It's how the state institutions are compromised. They may be compromised. The deadly cost of exposing corruption. So now you are on the good side. You are trying to expose this, and you are unalive mid-investigation. So it's how impunity can linger until someone speaks up. So let us talk about this a little bit more. If the Hawks officer can be murdered mid-investigation, what about whistleblowers that do not have badges? What about them? Because we always encourage people to be whistleblowers, people to be witnesses, and all of these things. So if this person who was a hoax, a seasoned one for that matter, investigator, was unalived, what about other people, civilians, South African citizens? It's a problem. And it took almost 2 years to make arrest. And what other cases are being silenced with bullets? We don't know. Maybe there are more cases that are being silenced with bullets. So here's a call to action. His name was Francis Matiba. He stood for justice and paid with his life. Let's share this story. Demand real accountability in the SANDF. And because this wasn't just a hit, it was a warning to all investigators, if you ask me. You know, when they say we will make an example, I think this was a warning to the others. And we can't stay silent. They can't stay silent. Just imagine if everyone was afraid that if they investigate or they whistleblow, they will be unalived. People would not go to prison. People will not go to prison. So it's not a child's play, I know. And Mr. Matiba lost his life while he was investigating, doing his job. So yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad. But his name deserves to be known, and he deserves to get justice. And with that being said, until the next one, God bless.